platform partner today. Please take a moment to quiet your cell phone to get ready for the service. And I'm just going to note, we had a little problem with the copier, so I'm using my computer. And if anything goes blank, I might need a minute. We're trying. Okay. And now, please join us with the opening song. You may stand if you wish. Peace like a river.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul, in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul, in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul, in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got love like a mountain, I've got love like a mountain, I've got love like a mountain in my soul, in my soul. I've got love like a mountain, I've got love like a mountain, I've got love like a mountain in my soul, in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul, in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul, in my soul.
Woo! Thank you. And now if you would join me for an opening prayer. Taking a moment to settle into this space and intentionally shift the attention from the head to the heart. Feeling the love that is our essence here in this community, blessing each of us, moving between us, and radiating out into the world, knowing that each of us is a light in this world. We listen in for wisdom, the guidance of spirit within, and we move forward in love. In gratitude, amen. And let us affirm together our invocation. There is only one presence and one power, living as the universe and as me, God the good, omnipotent. Our vision, a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. Our mission, practicing the presence of God through prayer, education, service, creativity, and community. And we know that we are of the divine essence, and we have all those qualities within, and we're also human, and we miss the mark at times. So we ask that you have compassion for yourself and each other anytime you might find that you are avoiding conflict or lacking transparency, unskillfully communicating, not being present, spiritually bypassing, or holding the consciousness of not enough. Because that essence, what we're here to be, is our core values. Together, loving, spiritually centered, inclusive, respectful, compassionate, and authentic. And our evolutionary purpose statement, transforming lives and inspiring people to make a positive difference in our world. And now, whoop, that's not the order I was going to do, but that's fine. Hold on one second. You want to switch it? Yeah, can we jump to birthdays? We realize that we've been neglecting our birthdays, and we want to ask that anyone that had a birthday in November to come on forward. I know it's Christy. Is Christy going to be alone? Woo!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christy. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is
Woo! Sorry to put you so much on the spot, Christy, but you deserve the attention. And we are going to do our daily word next, and Nikki is our reader for today. Nikki, if you could come forward.
Good morning, Unity. Today is Sunday, the last day of the month. Wow. Sunday, November 30th, 2025, and the theme is hope and faith. Affirmation is, I walk by faith and live each day with hope in my heart. As Advent begins, I center myself in hope and feel my faith grow strong. I marvel at Mary's faith as I think about the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of her journey to Bethlehem to have her child. She must have felt frightened to hear about what the angel had told her, but faith allowed her to take each step with peace. Like Mary, I may wonder why I am facing certain events, and like Mary, I live in faith. When I have doubt or uncertainty, no matter what is going on in my life, my faith in the power of spiritual living gives me renewed hope that God is with me. I am reassured that along every journey, no matter how long, the highest good is unfolding. The biblical verse, for God alone my soul waits in silence, for my hope is from him. And if we can all read the affirmation on the screen. I walk by faith and live each day with hope in my heart. I don't know who the Bills are playing today, but go Bills. Pittsburgh. Go Bills.
Okay. And today is the first Sunday of Advent. And every year we light the Advent candles on the wreath and talk about the symbolic meaning of the elements of the ritual. And we don't go through this ritual because there's a magic in the ritual itself, but because it's an opportunity to remind ourselves of the truths that are always present. We use the ritual to remind us of who we are. The shape of the wreath is a circle. It reminds us of the unending presence of the divine, right here and now. The wreath is made of evergreen boughs. Evergreens represent the constant, unchanging nature of the divine. The purple and pink candles represent faith, peace, love, and joy in turn, and remind us to focus on the cultivation of these qualities. The four together are a foundation like the four legs of a table, supporting our relationship with the Christ. And the center white candle is the Christ candle, which is traditionally lit on Christmas or Christmas Eve to represent the coming of the light, the coming of the Christ. Today we'll light the first purple candle for faith, Purple is the color of royalty and also a very spiritual color representing the ability to be reborn. The word Advent means the arrival of a notable person. In this case, the Advent is the season leading up to Christmas, the day of Jesus' birth. Now, as a child in Catholic school, I learned all these symbols. We talked about these, I remember, because I found it interesting. But what I didn't learn, that these symbols and the Christmas story was really about me and really about each of you. Each of us has the opportunity to realize our oneness with the divine, to let the Christ consciousness be born in us. The divine in us is that like that unending circle of the wreath. It's unchanging like the evergreen boughs. The Christ has that foundation of faith, peace, love, and joy. And the notable person whose advent is being heralded by this season is the Christ consciousness in each of us. The royal color of purple is for us. It is each of us that can be continually reborn into the knowing of our divine presence, our divine essence within. And I wanted to read this little bit from the Advent booklet. These are available today. If you didn't get one yet, the greeters can give you one. So it says, faith in particular plays an active role during Advent. Without it, we may lack the courage to embark on the journey of inner transformation that the season invites. Here we can take a literal page from the story of Jesus' birth. There is nothing in the narrative that suggests ease or certainty. Every character in the story steps into the unknown, and what we do not know or understand, we often fear. And yet, whether it's an angel's message or the light of a star guiding the way, faith is the thread that holds the story together. Faith is the impulse to trust what we cannot see, what we do not yet understand, but somehow know is calling us forward. It invites us to be more than witnesses. It calls us to be conduits for the light of the world. And I'm going to invite Anna Kay forward to light the first purple candle.
I light the purple candle for faith. Faith calls me forward to live as the light of the world. Can we say this together? Faith calls me forward to live as the light of the world.
Thank you, Anna Kay. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our speaker today, who really needs no introduction to most of you. Mary Beth Wollenschlaeger is sharing a message today. Her messages are always heartfelt and thoughtful, and her topic today is Your Immune System is Listening. So please join me in welcoming Mary Beth.
Good morning. And thank you for that warm welcome. I just got to get set up here. Good. Okay. So, whoops. So it's a joy for me to Can everybody hear me okay? Okay. It's a joy for me to be speaking with you this morning on this first Sunday of Advent. And our topic is simple, powerful, and relevant. Your immune system is listening. And not in a metaphorical way, in a very physical way, a very real way. Our thoughts, our inner dialogue, our sense of confidence and safety, all of this communicates directly with the body. And one of the first places it shows up is in our immune system. Now at Unity, we like to remind each other, whoops, ta-da, okay, that one maybe? Oh, there we go, whoops, okay. We like to remind each other that thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. Our consciousness literally shapes all of our experiences. And today we're going to look at how it shapes the inner atmosphere that our body lives in every day, whether we think about it or not. It's true. But first, since it is the first Sunday of Advent, let's prepare our hearts and get in sync with ourselves. Uh-oh, the battery just died, I think. The blue light went off. Oops, there it is. Oh, it's back on. It's magic. All right, I'll do the genie nod. Okay? All right, I'll do the genie nod. So since it's the first Sunday of Advent, which is a time to prepare our hearts, let's prepare them right now and get in sync with ourselves and each other through a heart lock-in. So I invite you to place your hand on your heart. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. It's not necessary, but sometimes it helps us to enhance the focus. So I invite you to focus right on your heart. Just picture your heart. You can picture your physical heart or your emotional heart. Maybe your heart is full. Hearts get full at the holiday times. And imagine, if you will, that your breath is flowing in and out of that heart space a little slower, a little deeper than usual, finding an easy, comfortable rhythm with equal inhales and equal exhales. And I invite you to breathe in the feeling of inner ease. Just let your body relax. Imagine your heart and your brain syncing up. Imagine yourself fully connected to yourself and fully connected to everyone in this room as well as those watching online. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you. So whenever there's a change of state or a change in condition or situation, there is the potential for chaos or, at a minimum, disruption. And that's true for us physically when we have changes in our lives, big changes, small changes, little changes. Leaving the house, coming back home, a little change. Losing someone we love, a big change. When the seasons change, fall to winter, the start of the holiday season, which isn't always jolly, right? It can be a time of a fullness in our heart. It can be a time of missing loved ones or just mixed feelings, like Dawn shared with us last week in her Thanksgiving lesson, which if you didn't catch, I invite you to go back and listen to it. But when things change, this disruption can happen. And this is when our weaknesses can come to the forefront. And one of the biggest changes in nature is when the shore meets the land. You can see how disruptive this can be. So it's just a reminder, when things change, our vulnerabilities, our weaknesses can show up. This is why people sometimes get sick when the seasons change. And this is where our immune system plays a key role. Physically, the immune system is the body's protector, constantly scanning, discerning, and responding. And metaphysically, it mirrors our spiritual ability to cope with life. It reflects our sense of safety, our sense of empowerment, and yes, our sense of self-confidence. And true confidence isn't, oh, I've got this. True confidence is, even if I don't, I'll stay connected and kind toward myself while I discern the next best step. I really like this definition of confidence because, as our spiritual leader would say, this gives us a moment to create some space, to find out what's true for us. It gives us a moment to access our spiritual confidence that comes from knowing we are always guided, supported, and connected to the God within. And that spiritual confidence, or you could think of it as our spiritual immune system, it's woven from 4 qualities. Trust and humility, plus hope and courage. These 4 keys create an inner climate where the body can relax, repair, and function as it was designed to. So let's take a closer look at some of the possible different interpretations of these 4 keys: trust, humility, hope, and courage. We heard some of them mentioned today in the Advent reading. So trust begins with listening to the body's subtle messages, to the heart's truth, to the intuition that speaks to us without words, to that gut check. Trust is when all those inner voices combine into guidance we can recognize and act on. In unity language, trust is remembering the Christ in me knows exactly what to do. This reminds me of an experience I had a long time ago when I was still working as an accountant. I had the inspiration to buy a massage table. And I did. And I was an accountant. And little did I know that it would take 5 years to start to use that table professionally. But something inside of me said, hey, it's on sale. Why don't you get it now? And so I did. So when we trust ourselves, when we trust the Spirit in us, the body receives that message as safety. And the immune system thrives in an atmosphere of safety. So let's start with So that was trust. So now we're on to humility. And humility is simply the willingness to see life with fresh eyes. It's not assuming that because yesterday something was difficult, it necessarily has to be difficult today. Or that we know someone so well, we know how they're going to respond, or what they're going to say, or how they're going to act. Humility says, I'm willing to be surprised by good. When we stop bracing against life, the body stops bracing too. That allows us to be humble enough to open to new possibilities, to be open enough to say and think, I don't know what I don't know. Hope. Hope is seeing the future inside the present. It's not pretending that everything is perfect. Hope is the spiritual capacity to look at today's situations and still see tomorrow's possibilities. It's looking at this little one and seeing the future president of the United States. To hold that vision, to hold the vision that good is unfolding, even when we don't know what it's going to look like. Hope tells the immune system there is a future, there is purpose, there is direction. Hope feeds resilience. Courage. Courage is the willingness to keep seeking answers, even when the world says no way, there's no possibilities, there's no answers left. It's the quiet, steady knowing that Spirit is always revealing the next step. Courage doesn't roar. It simply persists. It remembers who we are, unique expressions of the divine. Where there is courage, there is physical movement, growth, and strength, both on the spiritual level and on the physical level. I'd like to share with you a recent example of courage I saw demonstrated during the trip to Guatemala that Richard and I recently took. So our plan was to hike up a volcano so that we could see another volcano. And this was a guided tour. We went, when we went to find out what tours were available, there was two that the first one we signed up for was a walking tour. And then the second one, I'm not going to name any names who picked this one, but it wasn't me. So somebody thought it would be brilliant for us to hike up this volcano. Now, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but there's an incline here. You can kind of see, these are the guides. So the man in the center was the lead guide, and then there were two other guides. And if you can see, they're leaning like this, right? They're walking uphill, and so no, the plan is to hike. Or the plan is to hike. We're gonna hike. And just to give you the context of this, the city we stayed in was called Antigua in Guatemala, and that's about 5,000 feet above sea level. Well, we drove an hour and a half to get to this volcano, which was mostly uphill. So now we're starting out somewhere over 5,000 feet above sea level. We get there. They say, the hike to the top, it's only about a mile. I think they used kilometers. They said 1.3 kilometers or whatever it is. About 1.3 kilometers up. And you're going to be traveling another 1,200 feet above sea level. So I looked at the person that thought it was a good idea that we do this hike. And there were some there was an alternative. But he said, no, we're going to, let's do this. Let's see how many steps we can get in. So we got in about, 25 yards maybe. And this is what happened. The person that did not want to get on the horse, for reasons I won't share, got on the horse, and we made it to the top. So it took a little bit of courage to get there, but we managed. So when trust and humility and hope and courage, when they break or dissolve, we may feel one of two things. We may feel defenseless, like there's no help, there's no way forward, or defensive. I don't need anyone. I can do this all myself. And we might think that these are two polar opposites. But like most things that we think are polar opposites, they have more in common than we might appreciate at first. Both of these, defenseless and defensive, both are rooted in fear. Both create tension. And both send signals of stress through the body. Signals the immune system responds to. But here's the good news. We are never locked into the broken state. The moment we choose a healing thought, a hopeful thought, a trusting thought, the moment we breathe again and remember spirit within us, the whole atmosphere begins to shift. And if you think about Jesus, he demonstrated these qualities all the time. He could have responded to many situations defensively or even defenselessly, but he didn't. He never considered himself to be either one of those things. Unity teaches that we are what we think, and we become what we consistently hold in consciousness. And so does the body. When we choose trust, we are willing and patient enough to wait for our bodies to reveal the message and to put those messages together coherently. When we practice humility and remember daily, I don't know what I don't know. Maybe that car that just cut me off is rushing to the hospital. When we hold hope, when we can see beyond the current news and the violence and hold that space for peace. When we act with courage, when we get on a horse, even if we are a little afraid, or we might not want to, when we look for those divine solutions, we are choosing not only a spiritual posture, but a physically healthy one. We are giving our immune system and our entire being an atmosphere of safety and clarity and strength in which to thrive. Your body hears you. Your cells hear you. Your immune system hears you. And the message you most need is already within you. That divine whisper of healing, wisdom, and life. In a moment, we'll anchor all of this in with a brief meditation, but for now, let's hold this simple truth. When we align with trust, humility, hope, and courage, the healing life of spirit moves freely through us. And our whole being responds. Thank you. Let's listen to Thomas now.
am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. So blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
I invite you to gently close your eyes if you like, and take a slow, easy breath in, and gently release it out. Again, breathe in calm, and breathe out any tension. Allow your body to soften and the mind to settle. Let your awareness drop gently into your heart space. That quiet place within where spirit meets you, guides you, and restores you. We'll prepare our minds with a simple intention. My immune system is listening. My thoughts bless my body. Let that settle in. And now, silently, aligning with the healing presence within, we'll rest in these words. We'll rest in the silence. I trust myself. I see each day as new. I hold hope. I act with courage. I am one with the healing life of spirit. Slowly bring your awareness back to your breathing and gently repeat within yourself, I am one with the healing life of spirit. Feel that truth anchoring into your body, your mind, your energy field. When you're ready, take a deeper breath, wiggle your fingers and toes, and softly open your eyes. We give thanks for the healing wisdom that lives within us. And from this quiet space, we'll bless the prayer box. Divine love, we give thanks for all the prayers in this prayer box and all the prayers held in our hearts. We know these prayers are already answered in divine order and in divine timing. And for the human side of us that wants it faster, that wants the answers faster, we bless our human nature, we bless our minds. We understand. We want what we want, and we want it now. And we also allow our divine nature to reassure us to trust. To trust that all is well. That a divine plan is unfolding, whether we can see it or not. It is unfolding, and all is well. And so it is. Amen.
Now we welcome our Unity Choir with the song, I'm So Grateful.
So
That was beautiful. I was singing along and then I got a little teary. Had to pause. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, choir. And thank you very much, Mary Beth, for the beautiful lesson and reminder. Did take courage. All of this takes courage, right? We're practicing our courage together. And now we're going to practice our generosity together. So our love offering time is an opportunity to contribute to the vision and mission of this ministry. So you can see the vision and mission in the song you just heard and in the lesson playing out. And so we give at this time as thoughtful giving from a grateful heart. Just a reminder, you can support the ministry here with a donation today. You can also use our website, set up regular giving, mail-in contributions. Christy is available for anyone who wants to use a credit card or debit card. And we're just so grateful. We are so grateful. Okay, enough. All right, let's say this together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Freely I give, and freely I receive. Thank you, God. And together, we bless these gifts and see them pressed down, shaken together, heaped up, and running over, and return to every giver 100-fold. Thank you, God. Okay, now time for transformational opportunities. This is just a little snapshot. If you're not on our email list, please get on it because you will get the full scoop every week, twice a week mailings. And this is the highlights. So next week is Potluck Sunday. So is it not, right? First Sunday of the month? Yes. Okay. It's not in my script, but I was like, I better say that. So we come, we bring what we can. If you don't bring anything, it's okay, because the idea is just to be together and share our fellowship. Giving Tuesday is on December 2nd, so this Tuesday. And we set a little goal of $3,000 to support the future of Unity of Buffalo. So if you feel called to give to this special appeal, just give by 12/2, and please designate it Giving Tuesday. So thank you for that as well. And on Wednesday, we will be having a remembrance service at 6 p.m. That's the 3rd. And this is a time for us to get together and remember those who we've lost and to call in their presence and hold ourselves in the oneness. So if that is something that might be supportive for you, I invite you and encourage you to join me. Starting today, Spirit Groups is hosting a winter collection drive for veterans, collecting donations into the labeled boxes that are out in the vestibule. And acceptable items are in our email blast, and there's also some printouts on the welcome table so you can look at what exactly they're looking for. And lastly, if you're interested in helping to preserve our archives, our church history, you can see Anna Marie Sinatra for that. And other than that, oh, and there she is, calling it. She's like, here I am. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now it is time for our closing. Oh, absolutely. I am forgetting. Eve made turkey soup. I just clarified this with Eve, and Millie made coffee, and I pulled some snacks or leftover desserts out of the freezer. So we have a little bit. You brought yourself here. It's a chilly day out there, so come down and have some warm fellowship and eats. And Carol? The tree, that will be, when do you usually do that, Michelle? So, yeah, so, Michelle's on it. Yeah, so, okay, so without further ado, let's do our closing songs.
We are all friends here. There are no strangers once you walk inside that door. We welcome you to linger in this family of love and hold you in our hearts the way you are. We are all friends here. There are no strangers once you walk inside